Students, I have been talking about Vilnius Technical University Laboratory for some time. And last week you have seen multiple videos where I've been talking about the education quality, I was talking about affordability, I was talking about accommodation pricing, and also career day we have discussed. One thing which always people are asking me, that this lab which I'm talking about, 36 million euros, Vilnius Tech has invested in their own laboratories. I need to show them to you. So today we are at Vilnius Tech University Laboratory site. You can see this building behind me. This is basically 36 million euro invested into 3 laboratories. We will today explore these labs. We will showcase you the labs and the tools and the machineries, all you have in here, and we will speak to each of the faculty who are basically behind these labs and training you for the best future coming ahead. Let's watch now. Hi, I'm Deepen Baba from Southern Lithuania Center. Thank you for hosting me. We have our viewers who wanted to know about the faculties, and the laboratories. So if you can introduce about yourself and your faculty.
Okay, so I am Vytautas Abramovičius from electronics faculty. Actually, here is 3 faculties in Plytinės campus, and we can go, I think, to see how 36 million of investments looks like.
Absolutely. A lot of viewers are actually interested to see, the faculties and their laboratories, because this has been talking a lot about the laboratories in the past few days. So let's start the show.
Oh, let's go to see electronics faculty.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
So this is the electronics faculty, and we are going to see what all equipment you have and what kind of machinery you have to teach the students.
Yeah, so there are first 2 labs. They are quite large, and students can come and do initial labs, and they are free to go here in bigger groups and come in and come out whenever they like if they need to do some labs.
Right.
So here are some computers, some signal generators, some boards to do the lab equipment.
Okay, so this is basically an electronics signal lab.
Yes, signals and system, signal processing lab. You can.
Okay, so what exactly do you measure here?
Like we work with high frequency to see the processes, how we change in micro nanosecond. We also sometimes investigate even some basic electronic circuitry for students who come. So if you don't know, you can also start from basics, and then you can keep going, use this signal generators. You can connect them and then analyze some high frequency, low frequency signals, some modulations of the signal. So it's for signal processing and signal analysis.
Okay, great. Super.
Can do.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. So we can take the elevator, maybe go in and out, for video. I don't know.
So how many floors do you have in this building?
We have 4 floors here.
Okay.
And first floor is for mechanical and 2 labs for electronics faculty.
Okay.
Second is for mechanical and transport, I think.
Okay.
And we have some also in 3rd floor biomechanical. Then we have a artificial intelligence laboratory with powerful computers and GPU. And in floor 5 is for electronics faculty, the specialized labs.
So here it is electronics, mechanical, and automobile.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so please, let's go to AI lab, okay?
Right. So when it comes to the setting of the labs, university had these labs before also, individually.
Yes.
What is the objective from bringing all them together?
It's collaboration. We work with, for example, I work with biomechanical. They can make some robotic hands, and I can process the signals, and we can make a bigger project together. And students also do the same thing, actually.
Okay, so it saves you a lot of time, because there's no traveling now.
Yes.
Earlier you used to have faculties in different part of the city.
Yeah.
You have to go from one faculty to another faculty.
Yeah, exactly. It was very tedious and long, and now everything is in one building. It's also new, nice environment.
True. I can see it's a brand new property, completely redone. Wow.
Yes, and we are still getting even more equipment, continue buying, because it's like we moved in like basically this year, this study year.
Yeah.
So we are still like.
I mean, you have invested 36 million euros, and you're still saying you're still more buying.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, when are you going to finalize the whole thing? Any idea?
I don't know. I think we will never stop. You know, you need to renew the equipment and everything. It's like the idea to.
So the continuous investment is going into the laboratories, and I think that's the most important thing viewers want to know, because if you do not have the right equipment to train your students, I think a world-ranked university differs from a normal university in this way.
Yeah.
And anybody can have infrastructure, but I think most important thing is about the laboratories.
Yes, and some equipment, it changes. It gets old even in few years. Some
True.
of the like NVIDIA Jetsons, you want to get newer like every few years, so we just keep updating them.
Which lab are we going now?
We are going to AI lab.
AI, okay.
It's empty, you can see, but actually some students working online, remote.
Okay.
They can train these models online. So we are like 6 computers with powerful GPUs.
Okay.
I meet my students here, but usually we work from home. We just connect and train some AI models. So
wow.
We can go in.
That'd be great.
To look around.
So that's going to be the purely AI lab.
Yeah.
Okay. I think to me, it looked like normal computer, but maybe if you can explain how this is different than the normal computers.
They are not really different, actually. They are more or less the same. We just have a powerful GPUs. Even for gaming, we use the same ones.
Okay.
And the students are just working with them. They try to optimize some models, but it's mostly not in first year. You need to learn some basics, but essentially the idea is that later you can work on online platforms, but also you can work on these computers to train some models. Depends on tasks.
So students are now logged in from their home, and they're actually doing the projects, and they can access them directly. Yeah,
some of them like you cannot use. There is like a note or something that you cannot log in, but yes, we have a schedule when we can.
Seems like a very powerful machine.
It also has nice lights, but it's quite powerful.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so we have some jet bots. Just you can come when there is these devices up to. It's speaker core. It's essentially to. We did this research project also with some students to locate person in a room when he's talking. You can like track him. Okay. So these do not need so powerful GPUs, but we need some signal processing and so on.
Okay. So it's basically AI meet electronics.
Yes, exactly. We specialize exactly in this direction. Making AI systems, implementing AI in real life, running models and so on.
Great. So we are now in lab number 2. Could you just tell something more about this lab?
Okay, so this lab is more dedicated for students from electricity and automation. So it's one of the departments of electronics faculty. So we have some devices to simulate the water cleaning systems, like filtering with generators.
Okay.
Professors do some research also here with this equipment. When we are simulating the power lines, if you can see here, the network, electricity network, to control the grid. So it's like students from electricity can learn how the electricity network works without going outside. So we don't, because in real life situation with power plants you cannot gain access sometimes, so we have here to simulate some electrical power outages or control systems, how to automate them if something happens.
Okay, great. Let's go to the next one. I believe you have very latest equipment here. And all these equipments are basically new installed. I can see because from the looks itself, it looks like pretty new. So students have access to all these labs as well.
Yes, we
not only researchers.
Yes, it's it's actually mostly for students. It's because of the students. We get it. They do labs here. I'll leave some equipment like testers to measure. You can simulate like wind turbines, how much power they generate, and to learn about this green power generation. So.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Now we're at lab number 3, electronics faculty. Festo lab. What is this exactly?
So this is, here we go back to electronics, to some basic components, how we interact in more advanced connections, diagrams.
Okay.
So you can see some components, you can like control some voltages. It's like lab equipment, but it is made in a really, I don't know, nice way, I think, for students to do some things, to play around, so you don't need to think more about, don't need to know too much, but you can already have some experience with devices. Here you need to know what does it mean, the diagrams. Okay. But it's like...
Great. Maybe I can request the cameraman to show the whole lab. So guys, you can see here the lab is pretty big. They have a lot of new equipment, and all this equipment is basically installed for students to do their practicals. And this is why the research universities are quite important, because they have the equipment in the laboratories where students can practice and do more research. It's a pretty decent lab. I would say this is the 3rd lab we are exploring now. Maybe we can go to the next one now, because we have short time. Let's do that. We are in the top floor, the 3rd floor of the Faculty of Electronics, and we have this lab. This whole floor you can see here now. If I can show to the camera here, the whole floor is basically electronics lab. So when I say floor, I mean there are multiple labs for electronic faculty, not only one lab. Normally in India, we have only one lab for electronics, one for mechanical, but here you have the entire floor for this. So you see there's one lab here. I can call it lab 1 for electronics. We have lab 409, another lab we have shown you. We have a high-tech computer lab with the all the necessary equipment required for electronic students. Then we have here research lab. We have robots here. You can see in the yellow robot there. You can see people working here now on the microcontrollers as well. So this whole floor is basically electronics lab, and this is what I wanted to show to our students, that these labs are only available in IIT in India and not into some smaller universities. If you can roam the camera here, you can see all the equipment. If you see here, see all the equipment is there. There are people working. I don't want to disturb them out, but I think if we can push the camera to focus the camera on the new machines. So all this is signal processing lab, and every part of the electronics has its specific lab. It is not just one lab for electronics, you know. So depending upon which part of electronics faculty you are working on, you have to go to a specific lab. Maybe we can go further more up. Very spacious, very airy. A brand new setup is being built up for the Faculty of Electronics. So this was our whole lab. Yeah. So after this, we'll go to another lab, which will be mechanical lab. But just to show you around, we have seen all the equipment available in the Vilnius Tech University Faculty of Electronics. And after this, we'll go to the other faculties. In today's technology world, mechanical, mechatronics, robotics, AI, and electronics, when it combines together, how does it look like? Let's see it today in the mechanical labs of Vilnius Tech University. Let's explore the opportunity to study in Vilnius Tech at mechanical faculty. Hi, I'm Dipinder Baba from India.
Hi, my name is Justinas Gargasas. I'm Dean Faculty of Mechanics.
Thank you so much for joining us. Could you please tell our viewer about your faculty and the machineries around here?
Oh, at first, welcome to Vilnius Tech, to the Faculty of Mechanics. Right now, you are here in robotics laboratory. So please look around what you are seeing.
Maybe we can show around one glance, what all we have here. So these are like big robots, I believe so.
Yes, you are right. So around us are a lot of robots. So one of them in the left side,
Okay.
if you see, we'll have one of a robot like Motoman, which one can make everything what you want.
Okay.
It can write, it can make drilling, milling, everything what you will write in the program.
Okay.
So, sometimes it will help me to signal all diplomas for the students.
Okay.
So here is the pen.
Okay.
So which one it will be like taking here. And if I will write some of the functions in the robot, and if he will know how to make my signal, he will do everything.
Wow, super. And what is the other one on this side, orange one?
Oh, orange one is very old. So we are like trying to renovate it. And
Okay.
right now we'll have a project with a student
Okay.
who will try to change some of the parts just to take like this one robot will begin to work.
Okay.
So it will be like practical jobs. Not all equipment you must share.
Okay.
So some practice to look how his gear is moving, what electricity parts it will be. So it will help to imagine what.
I remember a few years back when you were not moved to this facility,
Yeah.
you had your mechanical lab was around 4.5 million euro investment. Now you have a new investment, and all the machines I can see they are literally new, most of them.
Yeah.
So what do you do with the old machines? Do you keep them with you, or you remove them from the facility?
We have two programs. In one of the program we are like removing it. So from our laboratories, because it must be changed. Also, some of equipment we left, and we are like cutting, showing for the students what it will be inside of a machine. So it will help for students just imagine what it will be inside. Because if you will take a look here, what you are seeing only metal parts, but we are not seeing what it will be inside.
Absolutely.
So it will help just imagine, and engineer specialist must to understand how it must work some of the machine, how to make like intelligent in the metal parts, and how they will produce some of the jobs.
So next robot is going to be which one?
This one.
Wow.
So,
what is this?
Here's Sphera mobile platforms, which
Okay.
one help us to bring some of the things from one point to another point.
Okay.
If you take around all robots are like working in some of the parts.
Okay.
So here we can just bring some of the tools, some of parts, materials, and this one robot can move from one robot to another robot, and it will be like working together in one part.
It's like Amazon warehouse,
Yes, the same.
kind of. Okay.
So this one robots are like producing in laboratories. They are working in laboratories, so they are bringing some of the materials. So for the student, it will be one of possibility. Just write a program, just try that it will follow. So the following system, it will be here, as I remember.
Okay.
And
Can you make it now?
come here. Stop. Come.
So it's following you.
Yes, here's like dog.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So here it will be one of a robot, so one of a program, which one it can be like done like with some of the very simple program, which one means that this one robot is following me.
Okay.
Just look.
Let's see.
Okay. Stop.
Wow.
So, as I said, you can just take some of tools, some of equipment, and he can help me to bring to another place.
Okay.
1 second.
Great.
Oh, not bad, yeah?
Absolutely. Great. Good work.
Okay, what else we'll have?
Oh, we
Follow me.
have. Wow.
So, here's my friend from the laboratory, Mantas.
Hello.
He is chief of this one laboratory.
Wow.
So he can perhaps explain a little bit what he is doing right now?
I'm just programming one of cobots, collaborative robots, that's the full name. And this robot can be easily programmed by just pressing this button. I just need to turn some manual work programming. Pressing this. I can just lead the robot to one place, from one place to another, and I can program those points by clicking one button here. And I can lead to another place. I can again program it, and it will be saved. There are also other points saved here, and I can turn it on.
What does it exactly do? What is its purpose?
His purpose can be very different. Now he can just pick and place operations to do. Also, it can be for welding, other 3D printing, also like here.
Okay.
For now,
Not
we
yet?
need to make more time
Okay.
to make this.
No problem. Okay.
Yeah. It can be on board like this. And it's very safe to work in one environment with human because you're working in very slow speeds. And if I put the hand, it will stop
Okay.
instantly.
Great.
Okay.
Super.
About next robot,
Yes.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
I invite all students to come to my faculty
Okay.
and just to try to make some more practice of robots.
Okay.
I invite you to come to another laboratory.
Okay. Good. Let's do that.
Okay, let's go.
go.
It's good or no?
They look so amazing.
It's good?
Very good. So we are now in a place where I
One
can
second.
see lots of machines and a big robots. Is it CNC?
Yes, you are right. Here's CNC machines.
They say once engineer, always engineer.
Okay. So what we are doing here we are like writing some of the programs.
Okay.
You know, in nowadays it is very popular to take tablet on your hands and just play, write or something like that.
Okay.
I suggest a little bit bigger tablet.
Okay.
In which one, what we are doing? Okay, right now I didn't turn on, but practically what it will be done. Here it will be like turning the program. Here you will have a lot of knobs, which one you must do, now which one to push and what we are doing. So I will say the secret for you. Here you are writing the program.
Okay.
And then you write the program, you will take USB stick, you are going to the machine, follow me.
Okay.
And what we are doing? We are turning on the machine, take the USB stick here. Okay, before that I must take some of a sample on the holders. Just close the doors, yes, push the button power on, and I'm going to drink coffee or tea. Okay, I'm joking. I must look here how exactly this one machine is working.
Okay.
Because, you know, like engineer job, what it will be? Write the program to look how your tools, how your machines are working, and then you can be sure that you will get something interesting.
Absolutely.
Okay, in our laboratories, we are not manufacturing very huge jobs or something like that, but our students are doing some of practical jobs, and please follow me.
Okay.
You will see what exactly it can be done. So here we can produce almost everything what it will be, what it can be done from ferrous, non-ferrous materials, some of ceramics. So here it will be some of possibilities just to prepare some parts, some interesting things in our case, and here it will be like practice for the student. So, you know, to write the program, it will take not 1 or 2 hours. So we are producing also not only studies for the students, but also we will have some of teaching course for the industry companies. So when engineers will come here, we are like taking couple of weeks. Just they will come here, we close the doors. So we are from the morning to the evening, we are like learning, writing some of the programs, just to understand how it can be like taking in advance. And finally, what product you get.
Because in the industry, you need to write the code and you need to run the machine. So you have to learn how to do it by doing it and not just theoretically, but practically. I think this is what, you know, the difference comes into the education system in India and in Europe. And when Wellness Tech comes with the a lot of technology, and also come with a lot of knowledge for students to pick up. Because if you don't have access to these machines, you will never get to know what this machine can do. And to have the access to the machine, you need to go to a research university, a university which have such a capacity to have these kind of machines, and not only one robot or one lab or one CNC machine I'm talking about overall general. If you see, the entire investment is very justified. When we say we are at a ranked university, we are a top university in the country, I think now after seeing this vlog or video, the student will also understand that these machines, see, being an engineer, I've been to my college and I've seen these machines very common, but not this kind of machines, and not this quantity also. Okay, maybe some university have some 1 or 2 machines, but the amount of machine and the quality and the capacity is huge in this university. And I'm sure students will have good experience when they come to mechanical lab. And the best thing is, I like it that you have 3 labs altogether, which means that they can do collaboration work also.
And also our study courses are like very separate to each other. So it means that in some of the courses we'll have practical works here. Into another laboratories, we are like looking what quality of material it will be, what parts from which one it will be consisting the material. So everything it can be investigated. So it means that from the beginning to the final step, we are like preparing everything. And right now, today, what you will see only a couple of laboratories. So it means that, as I mentioned before, you must to come directly here and just to see what it will be here. Because if we must to visit all laboratories, almost it will take at least half day if we will go very fast.
Absolutely.
So it will be so awesome interest.
What's this now?
Now you are in investigation laboratory.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Investigation means to me to understand the material, to understand the components, or inside chemistry or something?
Yes. Here are doing everything what you mentioned. So here it will be like chemical investigation.
Okay.
Why? Because we can say everything about a material.
Okay.
Chemical composition, mechanical properties, what material consists from what parts, so what size of a particle. So we are seeing everything what it will be.
Which is very important in any mechanical lab.
Yes.
Because you need to know solid you're working with, the metal you're working with, how it will behave, its tension, its compression, its expansion. Because these are things which are important for mechanical students to understand when they're making something, how will the final product behave in the normal environment. And this is why Professor said is very, very clearly, it's very important, I think.
Okay. On the desk, I have a couple of samples. Which one we'll try to investigate. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. What we are having here, some of the water supply system parts.
Yep.
I am having this one parts here on my desk.
Okay.
Perhaps it will say that here it can be some of the defects inside.
Okay.
So generally, a short history. So this one parts it was in water supply system, and unfortunately, they was like broken, and some of the water flow in your room.
Okay.
So who is guilty? The manufacturer which one produced, the worker which one take all parts together in your home.
Yeah.
So who is guilty? So we will try to help for company for doing just investigation. And first part in which one we are like taking the main view, it will be like chemical composition.
Okay.
How it can be saying what chemical composition it will be. We have couple of machines which one help us just very fast and very accurate to say what chemical composition it will be.
Wow.
I invite you to make the experiment.
Okay.
Take this one.
Okay.
Be careful.
Yep.
Here it will be laser.
Okay.
So we'll do one experiment. We'll take the spaceman to our machine.
Okay.
You need just to push the button.
Now?
Push and hold.
Oh, wow.
Voila.
Voila.
What you will get?
You
will get chemical composition of this one.
Zinc, copper,
plum, and other elements.
And few others.
So generally I can say that here it will be brass.
Wow.
Okay, from this one results, we can show it perhaps.
Wow, it's just not brass.
Yes. From this one results, I will take the standard in the standard, I'm looking this
Okay.
one material, it will be correct or no.
Okay.
If it's not correct, I will say that guilty it will be company which one produced. If everything it will be okay, what I'm doing next? I'm trying to look what surface quality it will be.
Okay.
Okay, by the eye we can say some of the defects.
Yes.
But very usually our eye can't say this one. So in that case, we are using non-destructive control of the testing.
Okay.
Some liquid penetrance, some macroscopic examination.
Okay.
Also, we are like checking what hardness it will be. These machines can say very,
Okay.
very accurate. So
You can see the machine. Okay. Wow.
I can say that I can measure from 2 grams until a couple of 1,000 kilograms
Okay.
by this one machines.
Wow.
And they will say me, it's correct material or no, it will be heated or no. So everything it can be like investigated and everything it can be saying very accurate.
Just for my knowledge, something like this, how much does it cost for to buy?
Okay, this one about 40,000 euros in your hands.
40,000 euros.
Yes.
This is exactly, are we talking about the reason why I asked was that because 40,000 euro machine is given to students to prove practice and do testings, and this is why students have the experience in terms of industry experience, and when they go to companies, they don't see something new, because we see in India a lot of time, students go to industry, they have a brand new machineries to work, but they have not used those machineries in their college or in their universities. So I think this is one difference I want to tell my students, that this is just one example of 40,000 euro machine which I'm holding in my hand, and of course student can check out the composition material, but there are so many other machineries out here which you need to understand brings you a different knowledge in terms of engineering.
Yeah.
So
in our university, in our faculty of mechanics, we are like making more practice for the student.
Okay.
Just to touch, just to feel, just to see what the problem it can be, and also we are trying to solve all these problems. Also, in the studies, when we'll have bachelor degree, yes, here it will be like not so widely looking in some of the structure investigations or something like that. In master students are like investigators, they are like scientists. So it means that they are coming here, they are using technique, and later after all this one course, when they will get diploma, so they can go to the laboratories, they can go to the industry companies just to work. And what you mentioned it, so we will have a lot of practice. Education
is one side. Let's say I want to do my startup. Let's say tomorrow I would have a plan to build this stuff, right? But I need some kind of an ecosystem, because I'm a student at the moment. Can I come and do my research and build up my prototype product here, and use your facility? Will that be okay?
Yeah, it will be okay.
Okay.
So we are doing this on practice because we know that if the student will have some of the good ideas, if he or she want to create something, we are opening for that.
Super.
And we are like letting to do. And also I'm very usually saying for the students, if your project, it will be very good, university can suggest to buy from you this one project.
Oh.
Because we are like, okay, we are like taking invest in all these projects. It will be saying what really the student is are doing in our laboratories.
Super. Great. Good to know that. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.